Congratulations! You are going to hear some good news, all because of your final. My beloved child, listen closely, because what I'm about to reveal will keep you holding on till the very last moment. Something powerful has been moving in silence, preparing to break into your reality. It all started because of one final choice you made, a decision you didn't even realize carried so much weight. That moment, that final effort, unlocked a door that many people thought would stay shut for you. They underestimated how much strength you had left, but you proved them wrong. And now, the news that's heading toward you will shake the very ground you stand on. There are whispers around you that something is about to shift. People will pretend they knew it all along, but the truth is they never expected this miracle to land in your lap. The final action you took was like a signal sent to the universe, and now, the reward is rushing back at full speed. Your name will be carried into rooms where you've never stepped. People in high positions are going to say your name with respect. This news will not only surprise you, but it will also silence every voice that tried to tell you that you weren't capable. The silence you've been experiencing was never a punishment. It was the preparation before the storm of blessings. The final test you endured was heavy, but it carried the seed of this breakthrough. That final decision you made was exactly what aligned everything in your favor. Even as you read this, someone important is preparing to deliver what belongs to you. They may not say it out loud yet, but their steps are moving toward you. The good news is already sealed with your name, and nothing can take it away. When this moment arrives, it will not come quietly. It will feel like the ground itself is shifting under your feet. You'll look back at the nights of waiting, and you'll realize, every tear, every delay, every final push was leading to this very point. And when it finally reaches you, the weight of it will leave you speechless. Those who doubted you will have no words left. The ones who turned their backs will suddenly turn their heads to see you rising higher than they ever imagined. My beloved child, there comes a time when silence can no longer hide the truth. You have walked through the shadows, carrying the weight of trials, and yet you held on until the very last step. That step, your final push, has created a wave of change that is moving faster than you can imagine. People around you sense something different, but they can't quite explain it. They notice the way your energy has shifted, the way doors that were closed for years are suddenly unlocking. What they don't know is that this shift is not random. It is the result of your final effort, your final choice, your final test. The air around you is heavy with anticipation. It feels like something is about to break, something that was hidden is about to come forward. The truth is, the good news is already written with your name on it, and nothing can stop it from reaching you. Your past battles are over. Every tear you shed was a seed planted into the soil of destiny. Those seeds have grown in silence, and now the harvest is ready. The good news is about to be delivered into your hands. You may not see it yet, but the movement has already begun. Behind the curtains, important voices are speaking about you. They are planning in ways you don't even know, preparing to open doors that were locked tightly in front of you. All because you did not quit when it mattered most. Your resilience has been noticed. Every struggle that you thought was hidden has actually been witnessed by powers greater than you. That final action you took, the one you thought might not even matter, became the turning point that shifted everything. Imagine the moment when your phone rings, when your name is announced, when you receive the news you've been waiting for. That moment is racing toward you. The very ground beneath your feet will feel different, because everything you thought was delayed will suddenly align perfectly. The shock on the faces of those who doubted you will be unforgettable. They will try to act like they believed in you, but you will know the truth. They didn't expect this, but your breakthrough is unstoppable. This good news will not only change your present, but it will reshape your future. It will open doors for opportunities you once thought were impossible. You'll find yourself standing in places you only dreamed of, holding blessings you once thought belonged to others. The people who walked away will hear of it and regret their distance. The ones who betrayed you will hear your name and feel the sting of their mistake. The ones who underestimated you will finally be forced into silence. But none of that will compare to the joy you will feel inside. You will finally understand why you had to endure the waiting. Why you had to push through the pain, why the journey was so long. It was because your ending was never meant to be ordinary, it was meant to be extraordinary. The final action you took was like striking a match in the dark. The fire that has begun will spread quickly, lighting up every area of your life. Good news will not just knock once, it will come in waves, each one bigger than the last. Some people will call it luck, but you will know better. You will know it was your endurance, your strength, and the timing of destiny finally colliding. It was never luck, it was always written. Soon, the weight of disappointment will no longer sit on your shoulders. The nights of wondering when it will happen will fade into memory. Instead, you will wake up to a reality where the blessing is no longer a dream, but a fact standing right in front of you. The world around you is shifting in ways that will soon be visible. Conversations are taking place, papers are being signed, decisions are being finalized. All of them carry your name in some way. The good news is not coming by accident. It is intentional, and it is unstoppable. The moment you hear it, your heart will leap. You will feel the power of relief and victory rushing through you like a river. You will realize that the wait was not wasted, it was preparation for this very announcement. Hold on tightly now, because what's about to unfold will happen suddenly. It may come when you least expect it, but it will come with a force that changes everything in one instant. Your story is about to inspire others. People will look at you and say, if they could make it through, maybe I can too. Your good news is not just for you. It's a message to the world that endurance is never wasted. And when the dust settles, you will stand taller than ever before. You will no longer carry the scars of waiting with sorrow, but with pride. Because it was your final push, your final decision, your final test that opened the door to the most powerful season of your life. The countdown has already begun. The moment is closer than you think. Get ready, because the good news is not on its way. It is already here, moving toward you at full speed. My beloved child, the shift has already started in silence. What you cannot see with your eyes is already being arranged in places you cannot enter yet. But soon, those closed doors will swing wide, and you will understand that every final step you took was not wasted. There are unseen hands working in your favor. Plans are unfolding, conversations are happening, and decisions are being made behind your back. Yet all of them are leading toward you, as if destiny itself is preparing a grand stage. Every moment you held on, every time you refused to give up, added strength to your story. And now, that story is about to turn into a testimony that will shake everyone around you. The very people who said you had nothing left are about to see how wrong they were. Your name is rising like the morning sun, unstoppable and undeniable. No shadow can hide it anymore, no voice can silence it. The good news carries the power to change not just your situation, but your entire destiny. Do you feel it? That quiet pull in the air, as if something massive is preparing to break loose? That's the weight of your breakthrough pressing through, forcing its way into your reality. It has waited long enough, and now it cannot be held back any longer. Some will hear about it before you do. They'll whisper among themselves, "Did you hear what happened to them?" They'll share it in shock, because the very last thing they expected was for you to rise. The tears you cried in silence are becoming rivers of joy. The nights that felt endless are finally turning into dawn. And the final push you gave, even when you felt empty, is the reason this good news is unstoppable. Your final decision carried more power than you knew. It was not just an ending, it was a new beginning disguised as a closing chapter. And that new beginning is arriving now, stronger and brighter than ever. Imagine yourself standing in the middle of this moment. You will feel the weight lifting off your shoulders, the relief flooding your heart. You'll breathe differently, walk differently, because you will know deep down, the waiting is finally over. The ones who tried to block you will find themselves powerless. Every barrier they set, every scheme they made, will collapse in front of your eyes. What once stood as a wall is now nothing more than dust beneath your feet. This is not just ordinary news, this is life-changing news. It is the kind of message that redefines who you are and where you are going. It will reach you so strongly that it will be impossible to doubt it was meant for you. People who ignored your worth will now struggle to find words. Their silence will speak louder than anything else. And as your good news spreads, their disbelief will turn into envy, but none of it can touch you anymore. The universe has aligned in your favor. What seemed delayed was never denied. It was simply waiting for the perfect moment. And that perfect moment is here now, pressing against your door, ready to enter. You are not the same person who began this journey. You are stronger, wiser, and sharper than ever. That's why this final blessing is so powerful. It comes to you fully prepared, knowing you are ready to carry it. Your steps from here will not be heavy with struggle. They will be light with joy. You will walk into new spaces with confidence, because the good news has already paved the way. No matter how much doubt surrounded you, this news will silence every question. It will stand as proof that endurance is never wasted and faith is never ignored. This is your undeniable moment. From the very start, the path was never meant to be easy, but the final action you took changed everything. It was as if you placed the last piece of a puzzle, and suddenly the entire picture was revealed. That picture shows a life filled with breakthrough, opportunities, and success. It shows you smiling, not with forced hope, but with genuine joy. It shows you stepping into a future you once thought was too far away. Every sacrifice is about to make sense. Every delay is about to reveal its purpose. Every disappointment is about to transform into a blessing in disguise. And when the announcement finally reaches you, it will not just lift you, it will elevate everything around you. Your family, your surroundings, even your daily life will feel the power of this transformation. The countdown has already begun, and each passing moment brings the news closer. Nothing and no one can stop it. It is written, it is sealed, and it is unstoppable. Hold your head high, because soon the world will know what you carried in silence. Soon, they will see why you never gave up. And when they see it, they will be left in awe. Your story is not ending in defeat, it is ending in glory. And the good news arriving because of your final action will be the proof that your journey was always leading here. The wait is over. The silence is broken. The good news is on its way to you now. My beloved child, destiny has already moved one step ahead of you. What you thought was finished was actually the beginning of a greater chapter. The final effort you made was like striking the bell that announced your victory across unseen realms. In places you've never walked, your name has already arrived. Behind the curtains of silence, voices of influence are speaking in your favor. What once seemed impossible is now unfolding as a natural reality. You may not understand the timing, but the timing is perfect. Every delay, every pause, every closed door has aligned to make this announcement louder than you could ever imagine. The good news is not small, it is the kind that redefines an entire future. Your final choice was not just about survival. It was the move that declared your readiness to step into greatness. That's why this good news carries so much power. It's the answer that was waiting for the right moment. You will soon see how quickly things can change. One phone call, one message, one word spoken aloud, and everything you've been waiting for will shift. In a single moment, your whole reality will look different. This shift will not creep in quietly. It will arrive like a thunderclap, undeniable and unstoppable. Everyone around you will feel the weight of it, even if they don't understand it. The people who tried to walk over you will suddenly find themselves beneath your eyes. Their whispers of doubt will fade into silence, replaced by the sound of your breakthrough. The very ones who said you were finished will watch you stand taller than ever. This news will feel like fresh air after years of suffocation. It will feel like freedom after chains, like light after endless darkness. And it all belongs to you because of that one final push. Every path you walked in silence was being observed. Your strength did not go unnoticed, even if no one praised you for it then. That's why this moment will not just bring joy, it will bring recognition. You will no longer be hidden. The same world that ignored you will now turn its eyes toward you. And what they see will not be small, it will be breathtaking. The good news carries a ripple effect. It will start in one area of your life, but it will not stop there. It will spread into every part of your world, touching finances, relationships, opportunities, and peace of mind. There will be no mistaking it. Everyone will know that this moment belongs to you. And when you stand in the middle of it, you will finally breathe with the freedom you have longed for. Think about the weight that will lift from your shoulders. The heaviness you carried for so long will vanish in an instant. You will no longer wonder when, because the answer will stand right in front of you. This is the kind of good news that transforms tears into laughter. The same eyes that watched you break will watch you shine. The same voices that spoke against you will have no words left to speak. You are about to step into a season where what once seemed far away will suddenly be at your doorstep. Opportunities will chase after you, blessings will overflow around you. And all of it started with your final act of holding on when it mattered most. This news does not just arrive to heal your past, it comes to secure your future. It is not a temporary change, but a permanent shift in the direction of your life. The universe is moving with urgency. Every detail is aligning perfectly, like puzzle pieces snapping into place. What once looked scattered now reveals a beautiful picture of victory. You will soon stand in a moment where silence breaks into applause, where the waiting turns into celebration, where the ending of your struggle becomes the beginning of your reward. Do not be surprised when things accelerate quickly. One moment you may feel like nothing has changed, and the next you will realize everything has shifted. That's how powerful this news is. It has waited long enough, and now it is rushing toward you without pause. You will not have to chase it. It will find you where you are. And when it arrives, it will be undeniable. You are stepping into a future where your voice matters, your presence matters, your story matters. The world is about to take notice, not because of pity, but because of power. This is the reward of resilience. This is the blessing of endurance. This is the proof that your pain was never wasted. Your heart will swell with relief, with gratitude, with joy that cannot be contained. And as the news spreads, you will see how every hidden sacrifice now becomes the foundation of your victory. So, hold steady. The announcement is closer than you think. And when it arrives, it will carry the force of destiny itself. My beloved child, the tide has already turned in your favor. What once seemed endless has now reached its conclusion, and what comes next will leave you speechless. That last effort, that final stand you took, became the spark that set everything ablaze. The echoes of your name are spreading farther than you realize. Important voices are carrying it into rooms you never dreamed of entering. The good news has already left its origin, and now it travels straight toward you. Every second is filled with motion, with invisible threads weaving your destiny into place. The silence of yesterday was not a delay, but preparation. And the breakthrough that follows will make every moment of waiting worth it. The weight of doubt will soon collapse. The chains of fear will fall to the ground. And you will stand tall in the presence of your long-awaited victory. You may not feel it fully yet, but destiny has already declared you ready. The universe is moving on your behalf, shifting pieces of the puzzle into perfect alignment. The noise of confusion is being replaced with the harmony of clarity. Your final decision was more than an action, it was a declaration. It shouted to the world, "I will not give up, I will not bow down." And that declaration was heard in every corner of existence. The reward that follows is not small. It carries the weight of all your sacrifices combined. It is the kind of reward that silences enemies, inspires strangers, and lifts you into a place of undeniable honor. Soon, your reality will no longer match your memories of pain. Instead, it will overflow with laughter, blessings, and the relief you've longed for. When this news reaches you, it will not be quiet. It will roar into your life, leaving no space for doubt. Every shadow that followed you will vanish under the brightness of this new season. People will look at you with wide eyes, struggling to understand how it happened so suddenly. They will whisper your name, first with disbelief, then with awe. And you will walk with the calm confidence of someone who knows it was always meant to be. The bitterness of delay will dissolve instantly. The sting of rejection will fade like smoke in the wind. All that will remain is the undeniable proof that your perseverance was never ignored. The tables have turned. Where once you sat in silence, now you will stand in triumph. Where once you carried burdens, now you will carry blessings. This good news is not just a reward, it is a signal. It announces that your life has entered a new chapter, one where opportunities flow freely, and doors remain open. You will notice how quickly everything begins to accelerate. Conversations will shift, eyes will open, paths will clear. The pace of your life will suddenly quicken, pulling you into places you once thought were beyond your reach. Do not be surprised when people try to reconnect. They will suddenly remember your worth, suddenly realize they should not have walked away. But you will stand differently now, because you no longer need their validation. The final push you gave has positioned you in strength. That strength cannot be shaken, because it was forged in silence, in pain, and in patience. Picture it, the letter, the call, the message, the announcement that changes everything. You will hold it in your hands, hear it in your ears, and feel it in your chest. That moment is closer than you think. Your story is about to flip. What was written in disappointment is being erased, replaced with words of joy. The ending is no longer bitter. It is sweeter than anything you imagined. Those who doubted you will watch in silence. They will wonder how it happened, but they will never fully understand. Only you will know the truth, that it was your final act of endurance that unlocked it all. This news does not just lift you up, it changes the direction of your bloodline, your family, your future generations. It plants seeds of abundance where once there was only lack. The ground beneath you has shifted. Every step you take from now on will feel different. There is a new weight of destiny beneath your feet, carrying you forward with unshakable force. Even the atmosphere around you will testify to the change. People will notice a glow, a strength, a confidence they cannot explain. That glow is the reflection of the victory already written over your life. No weapon of doubt can reach you anymore. No whisper of jealousy can touch you. You are untouchable in this season, because your breakthrough has already been sealed. The final act of endurance has been answered. The waiting has ended. The good news is here, unstoppable and undeniable. You will no longer be defined by your struggles. You will no longer be introduced by your failures. From now on, you will be known by your victory, your resilience, and your rise. When you walk into new spaces, people will feel the weight of your testimony. They will see that you are not ordinary, but chosen. They will understand that what you carry is far greater than anything they expected. This good news will open doors of honor. It will place you in the right positions, with the right people, at the right time. Nothing about it will be accidental. Every detail will feel divinely arranged. And once it begins, it will not stop. It will flow continuously, like a river of blessings, each wave greater than the last.